Hello, my name is Mark Bachabowski. I work with Ran 3D and Descent. And today we're going to take a look at how to pull a Catia license for Catia V5, especially if you're having problems, how to troubleshoot the licensing process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and click on Start and type in Catia, which I have a variety of different versions of Catia to choose from. If I click on, let's go with Catia V5 2024, it starts to load for us. If the license exists, this is something that you would see. It's just a screen here with whatever license that was pulled and whatever workbench is available to you. Now, sometimes that doesn't open nearly as easy as that, so I just went to Tools, Options. I'm going to go to Licensing, and to create an issue, I'm going to go turn off my license. So it does tell me that with my list of available configurations or products, I unchecked one of my licenses. Hit OK, and it needs to restart, so I will hit OK. It's wanting me to fix that issue, but we're going to go ahead and close that and try firing up Catia again. So I make sure I grab the same one I was using before. Go ahead and try to pull that license. And we get maybe the window that you saw when you first were looking at this video or looking for a video like this, which is telling us that you do not have the requested configuration or product license. This means that either it can't find one that you're looking for, maybe the license expired, maybe the license is no longer available. Usually the licenses are stored on another server somewhere, and maybe you're not on the VPN or you're not connected to the way that you need to be, but it can't find a license. I'll simply hit OK, and it's going to show me a window of what licenses it did find. If any of them are checked that are grayed out, that means you don't have access to those anymore for some reason. Now, it's currently showing me that I still have access to that EX2. This is an educational license, but this is telling me that it's still available to us, that I could check that box, hit OK, and restart everything. Now, one thing you can do to be able to find out is what server is it looking for. If you click on this active server, it'll pop up with a window that shows us what your IP that Catia is looking for that has the licenses on it. If that file is missing, that can break the link between the two. In fact, I'm going to show you where you can find that file. I'll simply hit OK. I'm going to close this for now. And if I bring up let's see, create a new window here, File Explorer, we can go to the C drive, go to what you're looking for is the program data folder. Now, I don't know if you can tell this, but those are a little bit brighter than this one is. This one was a hidden file. So if you're not seeing program data, you may have to go to View and go to Show and say Hidden Items. If that's turned off, none of those hidden folders show up. And you can go back to Show. Once it's turned on, it'll stay turned on. But I can go find program data. Double click on that. I can find my Dassault Systems folder. And for me, it's in this licensing folder. There's other ways where this can be pointed to a different location, but with a standard install, this is very common. If I go in here, you'll see this DS license server text file. In it is our IP that's pointing to the server that stores all the licenses that we have access to. If you open it up, it's simply a text file that has an IP address in it. You can double click on that, change its address, or if somebody gives you an IP address that you're trying to connect to, this is where you'd want to store it. Again, that's in by the default location anyway, would be C, Program Data, Dassault System, Licenses folder. Okay, and then place it in there. Once that's able to see the license, you can then go to Catia, look for the version that we want. Now, the first time you fire this up, it won't know which license to pull unless it's already been checked. So again, I'm going to see a screen you saw earlier saying that it can't find the license. One, we don't have one chosen. Again, if it was set up correctly, when you click on Active Server, it will show you the same IP that license file that has in it that I was just showing you. You're going to check this box and hit OK. You will have to close Catia, fire it up one more time. It does take a moment to load, but now it pulls the license that you had chosen from the list. One more thing that I want to show you involving the licenses is how to check out a license. The idea is that the way I currently have it set up on this computer is as long as I'm connected to the internet, I'm able to use that license that's available to me, and I'm able to use it all day long. But if I shut down this computer, that license goes back on the server. Someone else working with the same company or access to the same licenses could log into Catia. If that license is available to them, they will use it, and they could take it away from me, basically. They could be using it so that when I sign back on, that license is no longer available to me. Or it could be a situation where I want the license for the next 3 days, and I'm concerned that I'm going to lose internet connection for the next 3 days, or I'm going to take my laptop traveling for work, and I want to be able to have it no matter where I'm connected, as long as I can plug in my computer. So, to check out a license, what you will do is go, I'm going to close Catia here. You're going to look for the Node Lock Manager. It's usually installed with Catia. So, Node Lock Key Manager, I've got a couple of different ones here for different versions of Catia, but I'm going to look for the version of Catia that I'm currently using, which is 2024. I'm going to click on this Node Lock Key Management V5/6 2024. Once this pops up, what you'll be able to do, again, as long as that IP is set to the right location, you'll be able to go to Offline Management, hit Refresh List. It shows the licenses that are available to you. If I want to check out that license, I'll right-click on the license itself and be able to say Extract. You'll be able to choose how many days. Now, putting this license back can be a little bit more involved, so you usually only want to check it out for the number of days that you actually need. You can be put back, but I would recommend don't check it out for 30 days unless you actually plan on needing it for those 30 days and no one else is going to be requesting that license from you. So I can come here and set it to 2 days, hit the OK button. It tells me if it was successful or not, so that license was fully extracted. Now, if 2 days expires, you will be able to, you don't have to do anything. It'll automatically become available to the next user. The issue is if you checked it out for 30 days and somebody needs it tomorrow, you have to connect back to the internet and put it back. So if that does end up happening, you can select on that license, right-click and say Return. And you can return it back so that somebody else would have access to that license. There's a limited amount of licenses available, generally. Okay. Now I'm going to hit cancel. Shows under license status how much time is left for that checked out license available. And now I can go fire up Catia. And it won't look any different here, but it's pulling from a local license instead of one on a server that it has to be connected to at all times. I don't have to worry about my internet, and it does tell me how much longer I have before it expires. I hope that gives you a few ideas for working with licenses and ways of troubleshooting them. Have a good day.